aspirants, if your aim is to clear your PMP exam in the very first try, you are at a right place. So welcome to my channel, The Coach. This is Poonam Sinha. Today's video is about project life cycle, project phase and decision point. These are concepts which should be at your fingertips if you are aiming for your PMP. So let's get started. So first, from the previous video, we have learned that project is a temporary endeavor which has a definite start and end. The period from this start and end, the time between this is known as project life cycle. Okay, so during the project life cycle, project goes through different stages. Those stages are known as project phase. It's just like our life cycle. When we take birth, it is the start point, and at the end, the death is the ultimate end where the life finishes. In between, the period between birth to death, we have to go through different stages, or you can say phases, which is very similar like it happens in a project. So let's decode the concept of project lifecycle with a very good example. Let's say we get a project called design and development of a website. So when the project will start, project will always have a start date, okay, and it will end at some point. Let's say it is a project is of 6 months, okay, so it will have a start date and it will have a end date. Now what happens between these 6 months, between this period of 6 months, the project will go through different phases. The phases are requirement phase, design phase, develop phase and test phase. So in the requirement phase, you will gather the requirement, what you have to do, what is required, what features are required in the website. In the design phase, based on the requirement, you are going to prepare a sample or a prototype of that website and show it to your customer. In the develop phase, you can say that you are going to develop, actually make that website, and finally you are going to test that website in the test phase. So you can see that the design and development of website moves through different phases. Now when you know what are phases, let's define phase. So project phase is collection of logically related project activities that culminates in completion of one or more deliverables. So this means that project phase is a collection of logical related activities which gives you a deliverable. So like for an example, here we have requirement phase. So in the requirement phase, you can do activities like you can write project charter, you can do market survey, you can analyze how your competitors are developing the website. On this analysis, you can document your requirement, and finally at end of this phase you get output as requirement document. Similarly, when you go to design phase, you do lot of project activities like you hire a team, you finalize the design of the website, like you finalize the login page, home page and payment page of the website. Then you build a prototype, right? You build a prototype or a sample and you show it to the customer, and if the customer approves it, you will get a approved prototype as an output here. Similar to the development phase, you develop the user interface like home page, login page and payment page of the website, and you also develop the backend of these pages, right? So this means you develop the whole website, you integrate it and you give it to the test team to test. So test team is going to test the user interface as well as the backend which you have developed, and finally when the test team is done, you can, the output or deliverable here will be of this phase will be, you will launch the website. So from here we can conclude that project phase, in order to complete a project phase, you have to do the activities which are known as project activities, and after doing the activity in each phase you get a deliverable or a output. So all these blue dots which you are seeing indicates the checkpoint or kill point. So whenever you complete a phase and you get a deliverables, if the deliverable matches to your expectation, you may decide to go to the next phase. Like if the requirement, after doing all the activities in the requirement, you get the requirement document, and based on requirement documents, if you can conclude that yes, your project has a great market demand, you will move to the design phase. But what if after getting the requirements, doing the market survey and competitors analysis, you find that your product is does not has a strong demand? So you might take the decision to modify your plan and then move to the next phase, first thing. Or you would like to hold your project for some time and rethink and rework on ideas. Otherwise, you can also opt to terminate the project. So that is why these points are known as decision point, because major decisions are taken here at the kill point, that whether you should move to the next phase or not. So here we come to the conclusion of our video. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.